Hello and welcome to another video. This is Voorhees Retro 81 and this is the last stage of episode 1 of Heretic. And we gonna get ourselves a boss fight. Oh god, and we gonna fall in the lava, because that's what we do, we fall in the lava. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do this in one shot. This first boss is not too tricky, but what I'm going to do is, instead of sitting on the lava islands, I'm going to leg it up here and deal with these nighty doos. As with a lot of the stages where things can become a little bit tricky, is one of the things I find with Heretic and Hexen is that the amount of damage you take without armor is quite high, certainly in comparison to Doom. I find being unarmored in Doom isn't the worst thing, but being unarmored in Heretic is a serious issue. So as you can see, this is full of these pus mines. That is what I am officially deciding to call them. They respawn, so there's no actual point in getting rid of them. Other than they can be handy for killing off these golems, but I'm just going to grab the health and hop down to the... Is there a... No, there's no armor in here, I don't think. I'll just check the other area. No, there's just a bunch of ammo and stuff. What's in these corners? Nothing. What about this corner? Nothing. Okay, we're going to hop down and we're going to meet the boss. And I'm going to tell you a funny tale about the boss. Wherever he's at. This is the trouble. The boss in this area, he alerts because of all the noise upstairs. So I'm going to pop a tome of power, if the game would be so nice as to not freeze when I'm popping a tome of power. I don't know what that's about. Well, that's the boss done. I was expecting him to give us a lot more hassle than that. Often they do. He has a lot of attacks that are a proper pain in the backside, but we didn't see any of them because it's like that, and that's the way it is. Huh. And you will see all of these wizards in here. These are the real challenge of this stage, I'll be honest, unless you don't know how to deal with that leech head. That leech head enemy that was the boss, he or she, who knows what gender the body was of that. As you can see, I'm getting my butt whipped in there because there is so much stuff and you're in a choke point. So I'm going to quickly drop a load of healing because, good lord, I don't want to have to go do all this again. And I'm going to do what I should have done. And I'm going to pop this ring of invisibility and I'm going to say, you know what, screw you guys. Because you've got all kinds in here and the floor is lava. The floor is lava, so funny. And I believe this lift will take us up to the end of the episode. With the destruction of the Iron Leeches, that's what it is, it's an Iron Leech, and their minions, the last of the undead, are cleared from this plane of existence. Those creatures had to come from somewhere, though. And you have the sneaky suspicion that the fiery portal of Hell's Maw opens onto their home dimension. To make sure that more undead, or even worse things, don't come through, you'll have to seal Hell's Maw from the other side. Of course, this means you may get stuck in a very unfriendly world, but no one ever said being a heretic was easy. So that is episode 1, and that's the credits. And I'm going to call it a day here because that's episode 1 over and done with. What we'll be doing in the next video is we will be moving on from the City of the Damned, which is the first episode, on to the second episode, Hell's Moor. So just while we're looking at that, although you can't really read it because we're on the credits and we can't skip them, you can't really read it, but I'm going to read it to you. So you have City of the Damned, which is the episode that we just finished, Hell's Moor, and the Dome of Disparal. Those are the original Heretic. You then get onto the Ossuary and the Stagnant Domain. I presume that's how you pronounce that. Please let me know if that's not how you pronounce that. It might be Domain. I don't know. But the Ossuary and the Stagnant Domain are the expansion episodes that came with Shadow of the Serpent Riders. So that is the end of episode 1. I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much for watching the first episode of the playthrough, and we will start Hell's Moor in our next video.